Hello, coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coinwell International Coin Channel. And today we have a kind of motley crew here, just a bunch of different coins. But one thing about these coins, no matter what the size, no matter what the country, no matter what the shape, no matter what the portrait on the front, they all have something that's in common, incredibly in common. And let's kind of go through and let's see if we can figure out what it is. We've got all these different things here. We have a US nickel. Jefferson Nickel there. We have what's this? A 5 pence coin. This is a British shilling. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a shilling too. This is a 5 pence coin from Great Britain. And this is a this is a 5 new pence coin. And this is a 6 pence coin. Well, that's kind of weird. So let's look through these and see if we can figure out what is going on here. Well, let's start with the idea that Great Britain had the pound for hundreds of years, the pound sterling. And the pound sterling had 240 pennies to the pound. So the English penny, there were 240 of those to the pound, and there were 480 of these. And let's take a look at that. There's Queen Victoria, then one of the older portraits, and this is a halfpenny. So there are 480 halfpennies to the pound sterling. It's in 1898. There were 240 pence to the pound sterling. And when they decided to change it and go toward decimalization, they decided they were going to make the pound sterling worth 100 and the coins all a portion of 100 instead of a portion of 140. Now, don't get me wrong, they didn't change the value of any of the pounds. They simply said one coin will replace another. They didn't devalue the pound in any way. And some people in the videos, they hear this and they say, oh, I can't believe that they devalued the pound by 2.4 by making it only worth 100 pence to the pound. They didn't. In fact, let's talk about how they did do the pound. So here's an interesting coin here. This is a 1 shilling coin. How do I know? I really just know by the size, because I know this is a 6 pence, this small one. And I also know this is a 1 shilling coin too, simply because it has the same exact portrait, the same exact shape. If we tip it up, we'll see that it has the same milled rim. If we tip this on the back, now that's interesting. This is a 1956 1 shilling. What's this one? This is a 1956 1 shilling, and they both have different backs. Isn't that cool? Okay, this is the so-called English reverse. I mean, this is the so-called English reverse. Now I've got it reversed. This is the English reverse, the 3 lions passant. This is the Scottish reverse, the lion rampant, or rampaging. And we see this says Fid Def, Defender of the Faith at the top, 1 shilling, 19 separated by the shield, the crowned shield of Scotland, 1956. And we see this lion rampaging. It's up, it's got its tongue out, it's got its tail up, it's got its claws out. And we see a W here and a G here for William Maving Gardner, who engraved these coins. Now let's look at the other one. Move over, Scotland. And we see it has the same stuff around it, the same crown, but it's a different shield. So can you see the difference in the shield? We put them right next to each other. So here's the lion standing. Here's the 3 lions lying down. This is a symbol of England at the time, England and Scotland here. And we have the 3 lions lying down. And of course, guess who engraved this one? Of course, William Maving Gardner. We have the W and a G here. So now you're going, well, what does this have to do with a 5 pence coin from 1994? Well, these coins right here, each shilling, and this is kind of just a funny idea, but each one of these shillings was worth 12 pence. So under the British pound sterling, these were worth 12 pence each. Well, guess what 12 into 240 is? It is 1/20th. So each of these was worth 1/20th of a British pound sterling. Well, then why do I have this here? This American nickel? Well, this is 1957 Jefferson Nickel. Let's see, it's a D for Denver. This is worth 1/20th of a dollar. That's why I put this one in. So the 1957 Jefferson Nickel, 1/20th of a dollar. These two were worth 1/20th of a pound. So what about this one? Well, this is interesting because this is the 6-pence coin, and the 6-pence coin was worth half of a shilling. So this was actually worth 1/40th of a dollar. Or if we want to look, well, let's take a look at it because it's so cool. This is the Tudor rose, the Scottish thistle, and the Northern Ireland, the shamrock. And then we see here an EF for Edgar Fuller, and here a CT for Cecil Thomas. This is the 1967 6-pence coin, which was worth half of a shilling. So that means this was worth 2.5 cents compared to the pound. And so when they switched over to decimalization, this one was worth 5 cents or 5 pence on the new. And this was worth 2.5. They kept these because this could split this. So this, we've never had a 2.5 cent coin in the US, I don't believe. And I don't know any other countries that do have it, but this was worth essentially 2.5 cents or 2.5 pence to the pound sterling. This was worth 5 pence to the pound sterling. And when they decided to change, they came out with this coin here. And look at this coin. Exactly the same size. Exactly. Look, we can actually line up the rims on these. And the rims are almost exactly the same. So what's going on here? This is the 1 shilling coin. Well, this here is the, wait for it, the 5 new pence. So when they switched over to decimalization, they went from 5 old pence, which was worth, I don't know, 48th of a dollar. They went to 5 new pence. This was worth 1/20th of a dollar. This shilling was worth 1/20th of a dollar, so they kept them both. They're both the same size, right? They both have the same similar rim. Obviously, this one has the crowned Scottish thistle on the back. This has the crowned Scottish lion on the back. But on the front, we still have the same queen. This, of course, is Mary Gillick's first portrait of the queen, and this is Arnold Machen's second portrait. This is in 1970. They first came out with the 5 new pence in 1968. What's it made of? It's a copper nickel coin. What was the shilling made of? Copper nickel. What was the 6 pence made of? Copper nickel. Now, they had the 5 new pence coin, and they made that from 1968 until 1981. Then they decided, let's take the new off. So let's move these over a little bit and get the next in line. And not only let's take the new off, but they took the 5 pence coin and changed it almost completely. And so let's see if we can find one. Can you just wait 1 second there by your screens, and let's find one of the 5 pence after they changed it.